Here we are in 50onRed, and it is 2 days after we've created our 3 campaigns, pretty much exactly 48 hours again. And we're going to be examining what results we've gotten so far and if there's any tweaks or any changes that we can make. I have been monitoring the campaigns since we got them going. So I've made, well, we'll see, I've made some stoppages for some URLs that were eating up too much, if I were to say too much of the budget, or not producing for us. So this is, of course, I've just logged in. It's our overview. I had some campaigns running before, and it was 2 days ago that we started our campaigns here. So you can see the chart goes up. We got a lot more traffic from the URLs that we're using. This is looking at just today and then the last 7 days, and conversion and what my costs have been so far today. And this is all on the home screen, and then, or the initial screen. And even here you can see the top campaigns have been running. These are the impressions over the last 7 days and conversion. So we can see we've got one conversion for the traveling checklist campaign. We don't have any conversions for the real estate or the internet marketing one. Okay, so let's look at them a bit closer. We'll go into campaigns. So here we have our 3 campaigns showing up here, and this is again the last 7 days, which is fine. It's been 2 days since we started them. So in the last 7 days, we can see for the internet marketing, the email series, we've had 191 impressions, no conversions, and it's cost $5.24. This is our average CPM, which I believe is cost per mil, which means 1,000. And so $27 for 1,000. So that comes down to, they give us the average here, 2.7 cents per view is the average. The home selling secrets was for the real estate niche, and we've had 436 impressions at an average cost per view of 1.5 cents and a total cost of $6.38. And the traveling checklist, we've had 419 impressions, average cost per view of 2.5 cents. So our total cost is $10.27 with 1 conversion. So let's take a look at our campaigns and see what we can do about them. We'll go in order here. The free email series first. It gives us our chart. On the chart here, it nicely color coordinates and shows what we've got. The green is the number of impressions. The red is our cost for this campaign and the average cost per 1,000 impressions. So we can see we start on July 15th, had 44 impressions that day, just over $1. Yesterday we had 104 impressions, almost $3, $2.84. And today, so far, we've had 43 impressions at a cost of $1.26. As we scroll down, we can see here are our targets and what they've done. So let's sort our targets by their impressions. So we see that ConstantContact.com, both the domain and the keyword. Remember, we entered it twice. Domains are where there's only a root URL, and keyword is when it's a long tail URL. As we look down a little bit further, here's this one, smartpassiveincome.com/autoresponder series. That one had to go in as keyword. If you have a root URL like ConstantContact.com, you can enter it as a domain and a keyword. So we have it in 2 places here. So I'm seeing for that URL, the domain had 94 impressions and the keyword had 85 impressions. A rule of thumb, and this again will be entirely determined upon your campaign, your product, your lead magnet, and what costs you're willing to pay for a lead. You'll have to decide this. I know for myself, and of course for these campaigns, I don't have a final product, so I don't know what is profitable. A lot of my other campaigns, though, I aim for 2 things. Number 1, I want my leads for about $1. And number 2, I want to get at least 1 conversion for every 100 impressions. If I'm not getting a conversion for every 100 impressions, then that URL isn't producing the results that I want, and I pause it here in 50onRed. So between these two, ConstantContact.com, this is the same website. we have got approximately 180 impressions and we have no conversions. So for me, I look at that and using my criteria, this is not a targeted enough URL. It's not producing for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause these two URLs. I don't want to drive traffic anymore because it's just costing me money. As I scroll down a little further, these other websites are actually not getting very much traffic, only 6 impressions in 2 days, and down to 1 down there. And the rest don't have any impressions. And we don't have any conversions on this campaign either. At the very bottom, it shows, again, total impressions, cost per 1,000, cost per view, how many conversions, and what that total cost is, or conversion value, sorry. We're going to leave the others run. Now, what we could do to tweak these, of course, is if we want to get a bit more traffic, we can raise our bidding price. So for instance, this verticalresponse.com, we're bidding 4.9 cents. The smart bid is 5 cents. If we look on our little blue rocket, we're going to be pretty close anyways. We're at 4.9. Well, that gets us down to about 80%. So why don't we go all the way with that one? We're only raising it 1/10 of a cent, so I'll go all the way. So that will be the smart bid. Lsoft.com, so here this one's quite high, 12.8. Let's take a look what we get for impressions. I don't want to go that high really. I would like to then stay at about 5 cents to see what happens. So I'm going to, on our little chart here, select 5 cents and hit apply. And we'll see how many impressions we get from that. Again, aweber.com, boy, that's really high as well, 15.8. Normally, I like to see impressions for 10 cents or less. Now again, that will be determined on your particular campaign. Sometimes you can pay a lot more. If it's converting like gangbusters and you know what your cost per lead is, you can pay more. You can pay 10 or 20 or 30 cents, whatever you're comfortable with. But for the most part, I like to stay, for the offers that I've put out, I like to stay at about 10 cents per view and less, especially when I'm testing in the beginning. That's part of scaling up later on, is if you can see something's converting, you can always increase your cost per view and then get more impressions. But for now, Aweber, okay, we're not getting very many impressions. Let's look at our chart here. Yeah, it's going to say when we're at 5 cents, we're going to get under 20%. We can go up a little. Let's try a little bit more. What should we try for? Maybe if we want to get 40%, we're at about 6.4. Let's try that, 6.4 cents. Here's another Aweber. Let's do the same here. One was again keyword and one was domain. Benchmark email. Okay, this one's really close to the smart bid. So we can just run it up 5.2. That's fine. We'll be at smart bid. And lead pages is pretty close as well. We're bidding 5 cents. Which really doesn't give us very much traffic at all. You got to go all the way up to, well, if we do 6 cents, we're at about 70% traffic. Why don't we do 6 cents for now? And then as we go down, we can see some more. Well, this one is pretty close. Let's just do 3.7 cents. That's fine. Here's another lead pages. Where are we at there? 6 cents. Yeah, that's fine. Stream send. Let's increase this one to what we need there. No, here, let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. ClickFunnels. I think this one we aren't going to get very many impressions if I remember right. Let's try 6 cents there. We're going to get 50% impressions. Get response is quite high. I don't want to move that one. Benchmark email. Let's try that one. Let's go up to 5.2 cents. Smart bid there. We'll see what we get. Get response quite high again. Vertical response 5 cents. Okay, no problem. We'll hit it. ClickFunnels. What did I adjust that one to? 5 cents? 6 cents. And Power Network is really high, 25 cents per impression. Can we get any traffic at 5 cents? No. I'm going to leave that one. It's just too high. It's doubtful that we'll get a profitable URL from that. Same as that one. Send stream here, I'll go 2.7. Now, if you've watched the other modules, specifically the one for media traffic, we did have a conversion from that streamsend.com. So we're going to watch that URL, try to get some traffic there, and we'll see if it converts here as well, because obviously the people going to that website are the right ones for our offer. So we're going to watch that one. And here again, we're going to 3.7. Okay, so we've increased our bids. Now it's a matter of sitting back and watching again, see what happens over the next couple days. I'll do a follow-up again in between 5 and 7 days, see where we're at, and look at reporting a little bit further here in 50onRed.